Hi everyone. In this video lecture explains how to interface DC motor with 8051 microcontroller, and we are going to discuss with PWM concept also, pulse width modulation. Okay. So the DC motor is direct current motor, is another widely used device that translates electrical pulse into mechanical movement. So DC motors have plus terminal and minus terminal. So connecting this plus terminal and minus terminal, the motor will rotate in one direction. If you want to run the motor in the anti-clockwise direction, just change the polarity. So you will run in the anti-clockwise direction. It is called as counterclockwise direction. The difference between the stepper motor and the DC motor, the stepper motor moves with angle, whereas the DC motor moves with continuously. Okay, so that is the difference between the stepper motor and DC motor. So here the plus terminal is connected here and the minus terminal is connected. So the motor rotates in the clockwise direction. Whereas in the next diagram, the minus terminal is connected to here and the plus terminal will be connected here. That means I have changed the polarity of the source of the DC motor so that it is runs in the counterclockwise direction. The next one is H bridge. Here I'm using the 4 switches, and in between the 4 switches I've connected to the motor. Here the motor is required plus 12 volt supply, and this switch number 1 and 2 will be connected, and that will be connected to the plus 12 volt, and switch number 3 and 4 will be connected here, that will be connected to the ground. Now initially these 4 switches are open, so motor will not run. The next H bridge configuration, I want to run the motor in the clockwise direction. Means already this is connected to the plus 12 volt supply. Okay, from the supply here, if I want to run the motor in clockwise direction, the switch 1 and 4 will be closed. Okay. So the remaining switch 2 and 3 will be open. So you know that once the circuit is connected and it will complete, then current will be closed. Okay. So here plus 12 volt supply, so that it is connected here. The current will be closed like this, switch 1 to the motor, and from here switch 4, then it is connected to the ground point, so that the circuit will be completed. So the motor will be runs in the clockwise direction. Okay. Similarly, now I want the motor will be runs in the anti-clockwise direction, that is counterclockwise direction. So in this case, switch 2 and 3 will be short circuited, and switch 1 and 4 will be open circuited. So just changing the polarity directions. Okay. So here plus 12 volt will be flows through the switch 2, and from the switch 2 to switch 3, and this will be connected to the ground, so that the circuit will be closed. Here the motor will runs in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. The next one is invalid configuration. If both 4 switches are closed, then the motor will not run at all. So it is called as invalid connection, because the circuit will be short circuited. So here plus 12 volt will be there. Here also the switch is closed. Here also the switch is closed. So the current will flow here and here, right? So similarly, the current will flow here also and here also, right? So this will be like a short circuit. So all the switches are connected, means it is a short circuit. It is an invalid circuit diagram. Okay. Now we'll see that program. The switch is connected to the pin number port 0.7. Using a simulator, write a program to monitor the status of the switch and perform the following operation. The operation is if switch equal to 0, then the DC motor moves clockwise direction. If the switch equal to 1, the DC motor moves anti-clockwise direction. So start the program. ORG00H, understood the question, right? The switch is connected to the pin number P0.7. If the switch equal to 1, then DC motor moves in anti-clockwise direction. If the switch equal to 0, DC motor moves in the clockwise direction. Okay. So I'm going to write a program in the assembly language. ORG00H, set bit P0.7. Why it is set bit P0.7 means that this pin P0.7 will be act as the input pin. Okay, so that I'm just setting the input pin. And JNB is instruction. What is this JNB? Jump no bit P 0.7. That means if P 0.7 is 0, then it will go to the clockwise subroutine program. If it is a jump, that particular P 0.7 bit is 1, then it will execute the next instruction. Okay. When this condition is satisfied, it will jump to the target address. If it is not satisfied, then it will go to the next instruction. Okay. So jump no bit means it goes to the clockwise direction. That means if the bit is 0, then it goes to the clockwise direction. Okay. So that means this condition is satisfied. Okay. For this one, I will show the simulation. Uh, so already I've introduced the Proteus software. And already I've introduced this Proteus software. Just I'm opening for the new project. The new project, I'm going to give the project name is DC motor. Whatever the name you want, you can give it. Already it is there, then it will be replaced. So according to the circuit diagram, we need one microcontroller. In the microcontroller, 4 pins are required. Okay, the 4 pins are required. We will 4 pins are required. Okay, so 4 pins are connected to the each switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, and switch 4. Okay, the program will be like this. The first one is in anti-clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction means anti-clockwise direction, switch 2 and 3 will be connected. That means switch here set bit P1.1 and set bit P1.2. That means switch 2 and switch 3 are high and switch 1 and switch 4 are low. That's what clear P1.0, clear P1.3. If the motor wants to rotate in clockwise direction, switch 1 and 4 will be closed. So switch 1 and 4 will be closed means set bit P1.0 and set bit P1.3. And switch 2 and switch 3 is connected to P1.1 and P1.2. Both the switches are open. That's it. So this is the program is required to execute. So here some small changes. I will make it as main program. See the Proteus software. What the components are required? Components are required. Atmel 89 C51 microcontroller. Okay, and push button is required. Okay, so button, just you type button, it will come. Okay, so it's a single pole, single through switch. So button also is selected. Okay, then what is required? Motor is required and switches are required. Okay, DC motor. So the DC motor, CTS simple DC motor is there, and animated brushless. This is 3 terminal, and motor DC. See, this is we can able to see the speed of the motor. So speed will be measured in RPM. So we can select this one. Okay, motor animated DC motor model with inertia and loading. So I will select this. Okay. The next one is push button. We are selected. Microcontroller also we are selected. Motor also we selected. Next one is switch. For switch, just I will select the transistor. For the transistor, the name you can select, like transistor name is here 2N3904. This is the transistor. Okay, switch. Just I will select this also. Okay, so whatever the components I've required, I've taken. Now we'll see how to connect it. Okay, so first Atmel processor, Atmel microcontroller. Okay, and here how many switches are there? Four switches. So four transistors are required. So four transistors are required. So in between the transistor, in between the transistor, motor will be connected. This is the H-bridge circuit diagram. You can see it here also. See, this is the H-bridge circuit diagram. Switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, and switch 4. So here the motor will be connected. So according to this circuit diagram only, just I'm connecting here also in the PSpice software. Okay. Now listen here. Switch 1. See this. Just I will rotate in X mirror so that I will get like this. So similarly here also uh, rotating X, that means X mirror. Okay, so these two will be connected, and this will be connected to the plus 12 volt supply. So according to the circuit diagram in the slide. Okay, so similarly these two switches emitter terminals are connected here like this, and here this will be connected to the motor terminal. Similarly, this will be connected to the motor terminal, and this will be connected to the base, sorry, collector terminal of the transistor Q4. Similarly, here also will be connected to the collector terminal. Okay, so this is the connections we have to connect it. Okay, now the switch 1, 2, 3, 4 are there, right? Okay. Next one is here I should connect to the ground terminal. So select it here, ground. Okay. So this terminal will be connected to the ground, and this is connected to the plus 12 volt supply. So select this generator and DC. Okay. So select this one and connect to collector terminal of the transistor Q1 and Q2. What the input voltage we have to give for the DC motor is 12 volt supply. Okay, so 12 volt supply. Just I select given the 12 volt supply. Okay, so according to the program, these four switches where it is connected, then just refer this switch 1 is connected to the port 10, and switch 2 is connected to port 11, and switch 3 is connected to port 12, and switch 4 is connected to port 13, pin number 3. So according to that we have to connect. This is the port 10 will be connected to the switch number 1. Similarly for the second switch is connected to the okay. Then here P1.2 will be connected to the switch number 3, and P1.3 switch or port number will be connected to transistor 4. Okay, so that is the connection I've given here. Okay, and push button we have to connect it, right? Okay, push button we have to connect it. So just taken the push button here. Okay, which port is connected to the switch button? Switch button is connected to port 0, pin number 7. Here the input voltage I should give. Okay, so power, this will be plus 5 volt, and this will be connected to push button terminal. Okay, that's it for the connections given here. Okay, now we have to load the or dump the program into late 9C 51 microcontroller. Okay, so before dumping to the program need to simulate on before uploading the program, we should open the Tail software and execute this program. Okay, so already you know that how to select, even though I will explain once again. Okay, open the Scale Microvision software, go to the project, new project. So assembly language program, so that I'm just already file name is there, even though I have given the same file name, whatever the file name you want you can give. So assembly language, so this one exists, so that just I'm giving replace it. Atmal, here which microcontroller I have to select? 89C 51 microcontroller. Okay, Atmal 89C 51 microcontroller. You okay? Then open this file, load them code here, right? Load the code here. Just I will copy this same code. So I'll paste it here. Okay, that's it. I'll paste the code here. Okay. So it's according to our convenient, we'll change ORG00H. Then just jump main, then ORG30H. Okay. Then the next one is setting this port 0 pin number 7 is input. Okay. So monitoring the P0.7. Okay. Monitoring the pin number P0.7. Okay. If it is this P0.7 is 0, then it jumps to the clockwise. Okay. If it is 1, then it will execute the next instruction, that is called as anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Then end the program. That's it. Save the file bit assem.asm. Okay. Now click it here, add the source group. Okay. The next one is the right click is target, option for the target. Here click this output, create the X file, because this X file only we are going to load into the microcontroller. Okay. Next, build the circuit. We have some error ORG00H. Error number WRG00H. Yes. Then line number 3, some error will be there. Again here WRG. Yes. Line number 9. Clear space P1.1. Okay, that's a 0 error. And check it here creating the X file. Okay, so this X file is very, very important. Now this X file only we are going to load it in the Proteus software. So just click on this one. Okay, now program file. So where the file will be loaded, you know that. Okay, so according to mine, the X file will be loaded in Atmal 89651 DC motor and assembly language program. Okay, then select OK. Now run the program. Now see this one, the switch equal to now 0, right? So it is runs in the clockwise direction. So according to my program, switch equal to 0, the motor moves in clockwise direction. Okay. Now the switch is 0. See, because the switch is open, so that 0 input goes to the pin number P0.7. So the motor runs in the clockwise direction. Okay. Now the switch will be closed, means the motor has to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Now we'll check it. Now the switch will be closed. So closed means plus 5 volt goes to the pin number P0.7. Now see, this motor runs in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Motor runs in the anti-clockwise direction. Now listen here. Now the switch is open. So switch is open means 0 volts goes to the port 0.7. Now if it is the motor has to rotate in the clockwise direction. So switch 1 and 4 should be closed, and switch 2 and 4 will be open. Okay. Now just I will close the switch. Now check it here. The motor runs in the counterclockwise direction. Okay. Now here the switch 2 and 3 will be closed, and switch 1 and 4 will be open circuit. Okay. So this is the DC motor is interface with 8051 microcontroller. Okay. I hope you understood how to interface a DC motor with 8051 microcontroller. Thanks for watching.